We looked at the low end before. Now let's check the high end. What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I am MikeOfAllTrades, obviously, me. And in the previous video, we talked about getting in the door, upgrading your game room, making changes to your game room for about $400. Today, we're going to go all the way to the other end. And we're going to talk about what you can do with $1,000. But first things first, like we see, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not, as we make our way to 5K. And, you know, for that 5K giveaway, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so there are lots of products, lots of things that you can do when you get to that $1,000 price point. I myself picked up a Dynamo for around that price point. You know what I mean? If you haven't seen the video will be right there. But we're going to talk today about what you can do with $1,000 that you want to invest into your game room. Some of this might be a little bit more, some of it will be less, but let's get started. So, we're going to start with the obvious place.
I like this shit.
We're going to start with Arcade 1UP. At the time of recording this on Friday the 11th, Arcade 1UP currently has it where if you spend $4.99, you get save $150, $9.99, $300. You guys see the deal, right? So, but you have to order directly from the website. So, pretty much, if you want to order Golden Tee or Mortal Kombat or Class of 81 or NBA Jam or Pac-Man or the game tables, you can do that. You can save a little bit more money. Fine, whatever. That's the easy answer, right? That's the boring answer. That's the answer that, you know, it's vanilla and it likes its coffee just straight black. No pizzazz, you know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about something more exciting. And a lot of this we're going to talk about might just be highlighting people in the community, you guys know. So let's start with this. Let's start with GIJoel's cabinet with his Build-A-Choice cabs. You know, the ones that he's been showcasing the last couple weeks. Talking about on Narcotics Anonymous. He did a show with P-Dubs, and he's highlighting these custom cabinets that he's building that literally start off at like $500. And you can get what you want done. You know, it is 3/4 scale, so it's in that size of Arcade 1UPs that people like to enjoy and things of that nature. Again, the website's right here. You guys can get your choices or whatever else. Take a look at it. Starting at $500, and I have to say starting because there are add-ons that you can add on to the box. Like all this stuff right here comes in the box. Okay, this is what you get in your package. You know, and then as you guys can see listed, there's all these other add-ons that you can have put in there. You know what I mean? So once again, you guys want to check it out? Check it out. You guys can do that. Your second option, starting at $1,000, and if you haven't done it yet, get in the door, would be go over Kickstarter and back the GRS Build-A-Cade FU. I usually don't I don't agree with Michael B on some things. I'm gonna agree with this though, and I'm gonna say that name, if you're just trying to keep it in the community, it's fine. But if you're trying to like present this to other people and get them to buy it, you know what I'm saying? You might want to change the name to FU because the negative connotations that can go with it. It's supposed to be for you, or you know what I'm saying, full size unit, you know, whatever else, whatever you want to say. You can say that. However, you can back to 19 for $9.99. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yes, I know what my selection is. Thank you, game. Yeah, I already backed it. Thanks. But it's pretty much almost a full size arcade. You know, $9.99. I don't know if there's any more of the early bird special left. I know what my selection is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so there are 26 left out of 100, so you can still get in the door. You know what I mean? And he has different packages, different options for you guys to go out there and check out. You know what I mean? So you can absolutely go out there, get in this. And then again, you know, everybody likes Glenn. You know what I'm saying? You can check out his product, get your hands on it. and literally it's probably one of the strongest boards you can get with the Viper board. You know what I'm saying? The 3588, I believe that's what they were going to use in the AtGames Legends 4K. But yeah, they kind of scrapped that. Speaking of scrap, let's talk about the Unico NovaBlast. I flirted with the idea of this for a long time. I still kind of flirt with it. I just want a candy cab, and I think my journey will be complete. But Time Rift Arcade, they put this in their actual business. Apparently, it's still running and functioning. It starts at $9.99, but when you say start at $9.99, it's only the bar top. So the bar top's $9.99. With the stool, it's like $11.99. Right. So the whole combo is $11.99. Again, a little bit more than $1,000, but just the base bar top is $9.99. So you could get the bar top, not need to spend the extra $200, and you could build something or put it on something or whatever else. A lot of people are probably going to lean towards this. I don't really see anybody leaning towards this unless you really want the Japanese style stools. You know, before an extra $200, let's be real, you could probably get something comparable off of Amazon, you know. But it does have a 20-inch screen. It has that Unico monitor in it that they rave about. Joysticks and buttons, a soundwah, and everything else. It does do CGA and VGA video inputs, so you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can essentially make an arcade machine, so you get options. AtGames. I have to speak about AtGames. It's It's 2025, bro. How are y'all trying to charge $900 for the Legends Ultimate HD? Like, y'all need to stop. Yo, AtGames is on that good copium. And the mini's $5.99. No. But it's a good product. I've owned the AtGames Legends Ultimate. I gave it to my buddy Nick. I've owned a lot of this stuff. 4-player, panel, whatever else. I've done a slew of AtGames stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys want it, Sam's Club. Sam's Club will be your choice, your place to pick this thing up. You know what I mean? Go pick it up. $4.49. If you're interested, you can go get it for $4.49. Last but not least, we're going to talk about RetroLizard. RetroLizard does stuff in the community, makes custom arcades, builds a lot of them from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I've watched some of his live streams doing it, and he has a slew of products from drives to PCs to you name it. You know, he can get you right. He can get your quarter scales right, your 3/4 scales right. You can do all that stuff. So again, if you want to support somebody in the community, now granted, if you do an arcade build, it literally says it on the website. If you do like an arcade, like an actual arcade build with him, it's a year out. Okay. This actually looks really cool. I kind of, if I didn't get something else, I wanted this. But yeah, like, literally says on the website that it's a year wait. So if you order this, know that you're going to be getting it in a year. There's your transparency. I mean, letting you know, and whatever else, right? So those are your options for you to get in the door and maybe pick something up. Whether you do or you don't, that's your choice. But $1,000, you could do some creative things with it. You know, for instance, you could go to the Arcade1Up website. You could order the Mortal Kombat bundle and get it for $350, and then go to RetroLizard site and you can get the upgrade kit. You know what I'm saying? The upgrade mod kit. You can do that. You could order two of Joel's kits for $1,000 and then do some fun stuff with it. You can spend $1,000 and be one of the last 28. It was 26 or 28 versions of Glenn's 19-inch Build-A-Cade. $1,000 right there. You go to Sam's Club. If you really want, you can pick up 2 AtGames while they're on sale for $4.49. There's a lot of different things that you can do. At the end of the day, ultimately, it's going to be up to you what you purchase, you know. But that's the high end. And then there's also auctions that you could try to enter for for real arcade machines. You can check your Facebook Marketplace for real arcade machines. You might be able to pick up a good arcade machine for under $200. I'm not gonna lie to you. Keep it a buck. But again, it's all about your experience, how far you're willing to dive into it, how willing you are to get your hands dirty. So all of that kind of matters in that spectrum. At the end of the day, it's your game room. It's what you want to do. But let me know what you guys think, man. What are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna pick up any of these options? Have you done any of this stuff already? Let me know in the comments below. I'm MikeOfAllTrades. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces, ooses.